think what they're doing with AI is definitely compelling.
Yeah, that's what I find the most fascinating about it and the most promising. In fact, the problem with the fat loss pill or the semaglutides is that one of the reasons for the run up in the prices for I think them and for Lilly, if I'm not mistaken, is that the difficulty in making the actual product causes this the shortage, and the more efficient you become at it, the lower they have to sell the product for. Like theoretically, the lower they have to sell the product for. So there's no incentive to become better at producing it. So it's actually we saw that even with this news, the stock Novo Nordisk is barely up. You would expect it a huge gap fill for it to come back. No, that's not the case. There's still this downtrend, even though the desire for this treatment is uh, higher than ever, even with all the
And
different
growing.
and growing. And so that to me says if you're buying an asset because they have access to some product that they're delivering, and that product is incentivized to not get better, to not become cheaper, well then it's a losing battle
Sure.
because they can never innovate. So I go, okay, forget it. I was actually expecting the Novo stock to be skyrocketing. Not at all. It's
Yeah.
just like poof, going nowhere.
Right.
All right. So that's another example of how AI here, AI touched with an infrastructure, like a corporate infrastructure that already has an edge, some sort of specialty to it. When it's just when it's enhanced in this way, we're actually seeing the productivity increase. This is
That's
what's
right.
blowing my mind.
That's
Seeing
right.
it.
And it's going to show up in all kinds of industries, not just software. So I'm really excited to see it show up in HIMS here because this falls outside of the traditional software company, like obvious play that you would expect to show up here, right? Oracle just launched some new AI tool, whatever it is. Okay, that makes sense. HIMS is using AI.
That's
Okay,
right.
interesting. That makes it a little bit more compelling of a story. I fully expect this to show up in different sectors that maybe we didn't anticipate. And that's the strategy to keep an eye on is where unique industries can kind of pick up this opportunity and add value to customers. It's interesting you mentioned like we're seeing this show up everywhere. I just got an email today. One of our strategic partners was just making comment about our AI response tool on Traders Post and how our chatbot is answering questions about the Traders Post software in a really articulate and mostly accurate way. And he's like, "What are you using behind the scenes? What is this tool you're using?"